Hello, and good morning, and welcome to the Thursday edition of Nigeria Market. Remember, Nigeria Market is advocacy program of aid, and all we do is to promote patronage of made in Nigeria. How can we, as citizens of Nigeria, look inward? In the words of our president, let's begin to eat what we produce and produce what we eat so that we can grow our economy with great job and then we will reduce poverty. That's all we see on Nigeria market every Tuesday and Thursdays. I want to welcome you, our viewers, for joining us again on the Thursday edition of the Nigerian market. September, we welcome you. All right, my name is Chimene Samuel Paul. I'll be the host or your anchor for today. I think along the line, we'll be introducing our guest who will be joining us online, the person of Minister Barrister Nathaniel Odu Wale. Today, we will continue in our quest to go around the Nigeria to look at those things. Probably we have not really taken note of them. Silent sectors that can generate wealth for Nigeria, generate employment for the teeming youth in Nigeria. And of course, when you generate this wealth, you reduce poverty. But before we go into our topic and other discussions today, we'll look at Nigeria as a whole. What is happening? Today, the cost of food, we mentioned last week, the cost of food in the market and, the basic needs of life is almost eroding in Nigeria. Why? Mutu of Gary now, I'm told, is almost for going for 500 or 600. The one that shocked me most was this retail engine oil that you just go to the roadside and say, please give me let me add in the generator. Inflation is growing, and then these things will lead too much into the insecurity we are facing in Nigeria. Of course, an angry how today, especially small businesses that are all dead, probably for the next 3 weeks. And of course, these are people who survive on their daily income generation business they do. So if you put them off for 3 weeks, like government is trying to do to be able to tackle the insecurity in the north, and imagine how most of these persons can even survive after 3 weeks. It's been announced that telecom operations, will be off completely for 3 weeks in Zamfara State. And think the banks or only ATM will work. Just most of those skeletal businesses that people survive on without telecommunication, the people are completely in the dark. And that's why we plead with all Nigerians. Please, we support every effort, by the federal government to curb this insecurity in the north, and not just north, in all part of Nigeria, so that our farmers can go back to farm in Zamfara and some part of the north. It's so worrisome to hear that bandits have taken over places where community members will now have to pay. That's like paying tax to the bandits to allow them go to a farm. So count, they come to you, you count how many children you have, members of the family, and then you pay them. I think this is an abomination. God will not allow it to continue. So, in an earnest prayer to God, we join the government to say very soon, Nigeria of our dream, Nigeria of then those days is what we see again, not Nigeria that's almost been overrun by bandits. Bandit can never overrun Nigeria because Nigeria is greater than their effort. So we encourage and support the government. That's what we're also doing on Nigerian market. We will keep supporting all government positive initiatives or programs of government to ensure that we have a Nigeria of our dream, Nigeria where our children will be proud of, and not Nigeria where everybody is carrying their bag. I think it was even in those days when we were much younger. Andrew, well, there's one program. Where are you going? Oh, Andrew is always trying to check out of Nigeria. No, we don't want more people to check out because you don't know what Nigerians are suffering when they are over there. I just listened to a radio program yesterday where the public relation officer from Diaspora Commission and a lot of questions so pathetic of those ones calling from outside Nigeria. You know, somebody called from India and said how Nigerians are being killed in India, how people are in almost every country. The Nigerians are being treated in the way because in Dubai, UAE, they asked the man if they have said they are not renewing passports of Nigerians. In international diplomacy, Nigerians should also threaten them. It was so bad, even as I heard it, for the man to say, well, if your country have what you give them. I mean, a country blessed with this population, a country blessed with so much natural resources, and you said if we have so much, please, Oga Director, we have to know that we have so much to give to any country that needs our services. Without us, the Africa they are luring for, they can't get it. They can't get anything in Africa because Africa that is their target is Nigeria. So that's how far we'll go. But let all of us as Nigerians please look inward, support government, support private organizations that are also working to restore the dignity of Nigeria. It is our solemn pledge that Nigeria must take her place, in the Committee of Nations. Sorry. So for those of us who are watching on the Nigerian market program today, let's go back to our audience. We welcome you. Please don't be a passive member. That has always been our play here. So please don't be a passive member. Be an active member. Go to the page, like the page, share the page, engage the page. You are a Nigerian. I've said severally, quoting the words of Dr. Pastor Paul Enenche, that when issues are being discussed, the issue of destinies are being discussed, you don't have to keep quiet because it is your destiny that will be decided. So if you keep quiet, they said a closed destiny, a closed mouth is a closed destiny. So speak up. You are a Nigerian. It's your civic right or responsibility. One of those fundamental human rights that has not been trampled up is the power to speak. So please open your mouth so that the mouth will not also smell. Okay, fine. We are now back to fashion. Maybe we'll just say fashion, but we're not taking the specifics. On Tuesday, we looked at those silent points, echoes. Maybe we'll begin to get them sounds from each region in Nigeria. On Tuesday, we dealt extensively on the echoes from the Niger Delta, and we saw those wonderful beats. We saw those studs, and we are just trying to expose those silent revenue generation activities or businesses that can engage young people. Of course, this is era of fashion. Fashion is meant for young people. These days, you go to weddings, you go to parties, and on the normal Sunday activities, where religious people, you see people in their latest fashion role. And bead is one of those fashion that is coming up now that people need to look inward. We said the business in bead industry has not been tampered. The good thing is that we have the raw materials. Unfortunately, for those of us, of people from the Niger Delta, that the pollution and environmental degradation is almost eroding those solid resources that comes from, or the materials where you get the raw materials, talking about the stones that you pick from the sea. This is where you get a lot of those beads. They are natural, coral beads and natural beads, and they're very beautiful for any kind of occasion or ceremony you want to do, anything you want to wear. The beads are very, very fashionable. And so let young people, look into these things. Forget about government jobs and look into what God has given to us in Nigeria, and that is the abundance of the natural resources and then the human resources that God has blessed us with. Today, we'll be looking at echoes from the north, and we'll just take leather as one of those products that are in the north that a lot of people are not taking advantage to go into it. Now, I will call on the well-to-do. I don't want to say well-meaning Nigerians, we're all well-meaning Nigerians, but those who have money, they don't need to focus. The only business you can do is business of importation. Do exportation. Begin to see how we can refine these products and you export it, because those countries that you import, they also need what we have. Later, for instance, I was just going through and I saw that even the Nigeria Economic Summit Group have also talked about the business opportunities that lies in this leather industry. And now, why we are particular about it? In the north, we have a lot of security challenge. Why? Because a lot of young people are not doing anything. Now we discover that outside crude oil, especially in 2019, according to the domestic report, micro outlook report from Nigerian Economic Summit Group, we saw that in 2019 that later contributed about 24% of the total agricultural GDP in Nigeria. And that's like far, yes, in the report says far second after the crude oil export. So that means that leather alone can sustain a region or a state if leather business or leather business can in a particular sector can rank second in revenue generation for Nigeria. Why will Nigerian government not look inward to develop it? Why will Nigerian government or the state government, where these things are, invest heavily in making sure that these leathers are not just the crude local leathers, but refined? And I have also seen that, according to that report, that most of these Gucci bags that you see, or yes, they are foreign bags. But don't be surprised to hear that it is leather from Nigeria that are being exported to those places that is refined and then made those wonderful names or brands that Nigerians are proud of. Oh, I'm carrying Gucci bag, I'm carrying this bag and carrying that. Leather is one thing that every Nigerians must look inward. Why? For those who have money, that I've called those well-to-do in Nigeria that are into export business or import business, please look into these things. Invest in this leather so that we can refine them. The market is there for you. The offtake, anything about leather, we have leathers in furniture. Those wonderful furnitures that we want to import, probably the leathers are from Nigeria. They take to those countries, take to Italy, take to all those Spain, and they refine and make those wonderful chairs and will bring back to Nigeria. The shoes you wear today, those imported shoes that you are brag, this is from Taiwan, or this is American spec shoe. You'll be surprised that the leather is what just came from Nigeria and taken to those countries. We see expensive belts. These are products from Nigeria that have been taken. Why? Times I begin to wonder, why are we just allowing the things that God has given to us in the oil? We now we have crude oil here. Then all we do is take our crude oil, take it to, in fact, I think the next target was just Nigeria. Go and refine. We now drill our oil that God has given to us. We can't build our refineries. Then we take it to nearby country and Niger, and then return it back to Nigeria for Nigerians to buy at that expensive rate that we are looking at. Just PMS, what God has given to us. We also said leathers now are being exported, then refined and brought back to Nigeria either as a bag or as belt or as shoe or furniture, upholsteries we use in Nigeria. How are we killing the things that God has blessed us with? Please, I want your conscience to ask you question. Why are you part of destroying, the blessings of God in Nigeria? In the name of you want to make money just to satisfy yourself. If you die, where will you take the money to? Or what will you go and tell God you did? You are now sabotaging the effort of what God has said. God blessed Nigeria so much that Nigerians shouldn't be lacking, most of these basic things, that we have around us. But our leaders and their co-conspirators, conspirators are the Nigerian citizens, because if the leaders are doing, you are also there supporting them. If not, why can't we rise up? I've said in every civilized or developed society, it is the people that holds the government accountable. And when people always are quick to blame the government, I said we are all part of the government, so we are all part of the decay in Nigeria. Now, we said that these schemes generate over, there's also a report that says in 2015, this scheme, the leader generated about 240 million US dollars to Nigeria as a revenue. So imagine that we now harness the potentials. They find these leaders. If we can get as much as 240 million US dollars to Nigeria, then it means that if it is well harnessed, we don't need to go and borrow money. Federal government, state government, please look inward. God has blessed us. Every little thing the government is rushing out to go and borrow money. The leather industry can generate that money that you are going to borrow. In fact, there's a report I saw, I was trying to get it back again, that the leather industry is capable of generating 1 billion US dollars to our revenue. And so why are we rushing out to go and borrow money? Government, look inward. A lot of things that God has blessed us with, that are supposed to be an income generating asset to Nigeria, we have neglected them and focused on foreign products. If it is not foreign, even very soon, the former minister said pizza is being imported and brought to Nigeria. So maybe we'll be importing pizza and import everything to Nigeria. Please, let's look inward and see how we can grow what God has given to us in Nigeria. Now, look at the number of jobs this thing can set. In the north, especially where we have a lot of insecurity challenge, these young people can be recruited into these things. I saw that in Kano, the industrial park in Kano, where you have these productions of these leaders. Before now, we had about 40. I think that was a report from Nexim Bank when the CEO of Nexim Bank visited Kano. I saw that, look, even before now, you have this industrial park area where you have the leather production. About 45 of these things were set up. But as at today, you only have about 7. What has happened to the rest? We have all killed them. Then as we kill them, we throw the people, to the street. And from the street, they have entered forest. They are now become the nightmares that are the devils that are troubling Nigeria today. So we plead that government will look inward so that we begin to generate. Let's begin to use what God has blessed us with. Unfortunately, our guest was not able to connect, and he will have been the expert to talk more on this leader thing. But we pray and promise that by next week we are going to get the guests so that we do more on this. We want to expose these silent areas that both the government, the investors, and Nigerians must take seriously. And if you are hearing us, please, and you are thinking of the business you want to do, the leather business, is there for you. And so it's better you go take advantage of this leather industry so that we can create job for Nigerians. Because of our network issues, we will just take today and want to thank those who have always been with us, on this program. But we've said, don't just be a passive member. We want to grow Nigeria of our dream. So it is the responsibility of every Nigerian. Join hands with us, Nigeria market, and every other persons who are, in this forefront of ensuring that Nigeria must be great again. Nigeria must be great again. So please, let's all come together and make sure that Nigeria is great again. All right, so we'll be coming to you. All right, oh, fine, thank you. We'll be coming to you again. Please, by next week, I think we have the radio. Sorry for that little strike. Now we are introducing very soon um, the radio app of this Nigerian market, because we understand that most people can be very busy, and when you are busy, you might not be able to watch, but you are now going to be giving you a radio broadcast, which will also run as this one is running, so that you can now listen to the radio if you don't have time. But I also urge that you can go back to the YouTube, always go and view our programs. This programs is also recorded in the YouTube and Instagram. So you just go visit the YouTube. Our Facebook is Age Africa, Age Africa 001. And then the YouTube is Age Africa. So please visit the YouTube page, watch our productions, like it, and then share it. Then the radio stations will send you the link very soon. I think we have seen Taiwo. Taiwo, thanks for your comment. And then we'll pray that Nigerians will just keep engaging on this platform. Let's make it very interactive so that we will keep giving you the best. It's information we are bringing to you, and you know that information is power, information is money. You might not know about the potentiality or the fortunes in leather business or leather industry, but today that's what you are getting free of charge. So you begin to go back and make your own research, ask questions, connect with us. We give you all you need to know about the business in the leather industry, how you can venture into it. Please, the white collar job is not there. We have all the jobs. So we want to thank you. Before we go, please stay safe, because we know that the COVID-19 is still real. People are dying on daily basis. New cases are being discovered. So please, let's stay safe so that you can listen to Nigeria Market next time. So have a pleasant weekend ahead. It's bye from all of us. Bye Nigeria, to grow Nigeria.